Hi everybody, this is Bonnie Barker with BonnieBayCrochet.com, and as you can see, I'm broadcasting from a new location in the house today. Kind of got kicked out of my other one because my husband and my daughter, let me adjust this. Hold on one second here. Let me mute my channel here. Okay. Anyway, my husband and daughter Hannah came from Maryland down to South Carolina, working on a very special errand for my mother-in-law, and which I'm really happy to say that it's being taken care of, and really looking forward to what we're doing with her. Um, but anyway, just wanted to check in with you all. Thank you for being flexible with me. Um, because of our appointment with what we had to do yesterday, I couldn't do the Friday fun on Friday, but hopefully this will work out for some of the rest of you who aren't always available on Friday. So anyway, how are you doing? Are you surviving the holidays? My prayer is that you are, and really enjoying them. Um, Let me see who we have in the chat here. Hello, Sandra. Hi, Francis. Thank you, Francis, for that sweet gift. I've already posted in the chat, but let me just show you real quickly. She made a beautiful pair of hand knit socks. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, very intricate. I've never been given such a gift before, so thank you so much, Francis. And she had some other goodies in there as well, which I'm trying out. Some hooks that I'm experimenting with, and thank you for doing that. That really touches me. I'll be getting a card in the mail to you soon, but thank you for doing that. How are you all doing? It's 11 days until Christmas, 8 days until the first day of Hanukkah. I know many of you celebrate, some one, some the other. I actually have friends who celebrate both, which is super cool. So I'm hoping that this is a time of relaxation for you. I know a lot of you crafters do this in advance, and I know a lot of you craft crochet all year long in anticipation of being able to give your special blessings to others, like Francis did to me. That just kind of blew me away. I was so excited to find out that I had a package in Maryland, and so glad that my husband and daughter were able to travel down this week. And anyway, let me see who else we have in the chat. Elaine from Southern California, hello there. And Sandra, Francis, Discovering Hope, welcome to the chat. And let's see, Knit Addict from Philly, welcome. Please say hi to my son. He's not too far from you over there in Sewell, New Jersey, right across the way from Philly. And Brenda, welcome to the chat. And Yuchi and Shirley from North Carolina. Shirley, I'm just down the way from you here in Conway. Actually, we were up in Wilmington, North Carolina yesterday, looking at getting a lift for my mother-in-law, since she kind of needs that at this time in her life, and real excited to deal with them. It's a place called iMobile or something like that. Really good folks. Let's see who else we have. Carla from Colorado, welcome. And Sandra, she says she made her first crocheted convertible mittens. Wow, I would love to see those, Sandra. If you all ever want to send me pictures, by the way, of what you're crafting, I love to see them. It doesn't have to be stuff I've designed. Believe me, I get so inspired by other people's work. And you can do that by sending it or posting it on my Bonnie Bay Crochet Facebook page. The links are all in the video description below. So if you just go to that page, I can't explain how to do it, but hopefully it's intuitive, and you'll be able to just post the photos there. But I would love to see your work. If that doesn't work, if you don't do Facebook, I get that. And you can always send them to me at bonniebay@me.com. And when I can, I try to repost, post pictures to share with people. I don't always do that because I know I don't always have permission, but anyway, send those to me. I would love to see them. And if you put them on Facebook, you can share with a larger community who I know will be really blessed by your work. Let's see who else we have. Pamela from Alabama. Hi, Pamela. Um, and Yarny Cat, that is a really cool name. Hello. And Regine, and Lynn. So good to see you, my friend. So glad you could join us today. And just to let you know, as a reminder, I may not get a chance to read all of the comments that come in right now, but I do go over all of those at the end of the broadcast. That really blesses me to see who chimes in. And I love geography. I'm learning geography from you all, just seeing where everybody is from. Um, but anyway, let's see, what else do I have here on my list? I have a very, 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 very special announcement. And besides my immediate family and my friend Jennifer Ryan in New Hampshire, you're the first to know. And I haven't announced this publicly at all. But yesterday I got notified that my classes, all 6 of them, can't believe that, have been accepted for the upcoming CGOA conference in New Orleans. Yay! And that's going to be this July. And of course, I haven't signed the contract yet. I'm going to be doing that this week. And as people sign their contracts and so forth, information will be forthcoming. Don't have information yet on hotel or any of that, but as soon as I get that information, you guys are going to be the first to hear about it, okay? Because if there's a chance that any of you are in the New Orleans area, and I'm really excited to go to New Orleans. I've never been there before. And I was looking online, and of course, we know about the jazz music and stuff like that. And being a musician, that was kind of like my first course of study in college. I'm really, really excited to meet some of these people, to hear some of the music in the streets. I hope there's some music in the streets. I really hope to maybe join them if I can. But there's a possibility. This has not been put in stone yet, but there's a possibility that Jennifer Ryan and I are going to maybe be doing another song night like we did up in New Hampshire. So if any of you know of some superwoman vitamins out there, I probably need to start taking them, because my schedule is starting to fill in for 2020, and I can't be more excited about that. And of course, the best part is I get to meet some of you when you're able to attend these conferences. So if any of you don't know anything about CGOA, I encourage you to look online and, see what you think. See if that's something you'd be interested in. The main perk that I have experienced from being a part of the organization, well, there are 2 really big ones, and there are a lot of little ones that I won't mention, but one is conferences. You get to meet people who are passionate about what you're passionate about. You get to take classes with the people that you may know already from online presence, or people who might be authors in the field. But a big one is that you are automatically subscribed to, I guess it's a year, if you sign up for a year membership. The cost of your signing up, and I don't know exactly what the exact numbers are. I think it's under $40. I think it's around $35, but I'm not exactly sure on that. But you get the 4 copies or all the editions for the year of the Crochet magazine. That is included in the subscription. So, and of course, the money does go towards helping to cover cost of various expenses of running a guild. And it is a nonprofit organization, if that means something to you. So anyway, if you want to look into that, I don't know if I have the link below, but it's just cgoa.org is the website if you want to check that out. There are many local chapters, and if you go to the site, you might be able to find that out too. But like I said, as information comes forth for these classes and for the conference, I will let you know. I believe it's limited to about 20. I'm not exactly sure the limitations. I think it's around 20. If we need to expand to 25 seats per class, I'll be happy to do that. But I'll be letting you know soon what classes I'll be teaching. I'm gonna hold that back just a little bit, but there are going to be some new classes that I've never taught before, and these are classes that don't exist on my YouTube channel. So a lot of this stuff is new material, and I think you'll find it really fun. If you're an intermediate crocheter, you will be challenged by a couple of classes I have. If you're an absolute beginner, I do have a beginning class. I think they picked that one up. If you are a crocheter looking to learn how to do some knitting, I might have a class on that one too. So just to let you know. And ooh, I'm so excited about this. I just found out last night. It's still kind of sinking in, but I wanted you to know. So, and the dates that I can give you for this is July 22nd through the 25th, 2020. And I need to let you also know there's something going on right outside my window. So if you hear a lot of racket and noise, and if the whole camera starts to shake, it's because they're going to repave our road like right now. I am not joking. As I look out the window, I'm looking at all this massive equipment go by. They've been working on this for the last 2 weeks, and I am thankful that they've been working on it for 2 weeks. They only shut our water off once this week. Last week, I remember I shared with you that they actually hit our water line, our main water line to the house, and so they had to fix that. They came back this week, totally replaced the pipe, buried it below the ground much further so it won't be hit again, which is wonderful. So we're learning to be thankful for running water, and that's always a good thing. When the power goes out or we lose some of these things we just totally take for granted. It's a chance to be thankful. But I just wanted you to know that if the whole environment here starts shaking to pieces, it's because they're literally paving the road about 50 yards away. Okay, their timing couldn't be any better, but hey, we're gonna roll with it, right? Makes life exciting. Let me check the feed here again. A lot of things have scrolled by. Thank you to my daughter Becky, my first class and sweet bouncer girl from down in Noonan, Georgia. She's one of our own administrator. So thank you, Becky, for serving us today. Let's see who else we have here. We have Colorado's Carla. Thank you for joining. Let's see who else we have here. Sheila Dale. Thank you, Sheila, for joining us all the way from Texas. And Stevie L from Vancouver. And they're making dishcloths for hostess gifts. Isn't that great? I got to go to a family reunion last week. Oh, here comes the tar truck just going by the window. Anyway, I had a chance to give out those for gifts at the family reunion. That's what I did. Remember that stack that I showed you, the stack of 11? Well, actually that was a different stack. That was for a different group. I made another stack while here in South Carolina, and it was a lot of fun to give to the family. Some of the ladies there, one of my husband's aunts who we really missed this year, she used to do that. So it was just kind of remembering her. So don't want to get emotional about that, but Aunt Avis, we miss you. Anyway, sorry guys. Let's see, who else? Francis is having a gathering today, or yesterday. That is so cool. And it looks like she gave those away too. That is so cool. It's so wonderful to give as crocheters, or just as anybody, isn't it? But to be able to give something that our hands made is just incredible. And so we have, Carolina's in Hamilton, Ontario. She says she's working on shawls for the ladies and scarves for the men on her Christmas list. How sweet is that? That is so wonderful. And Racine wants to know, what craft project am I wearing? Excellent question, Racine. This actually is a new crochet scarf. I'm calling striped cabled scarf. How creative is that? I want it to be able to be easily remembered. So anyway, this is actually coming to my channel. I was going to put it out the 1st of January, but I am working really hard to try to get this out after Christmas, because I know after Christmas There's kind of a lull. I know you guys are slammed to some extent right now with Christmas. I look at the stats on my channel, and I know, and I expect this every year. Things take a plummet, and that's totally understandable. I actually myself work hard ahead of time to have things uploaded so that I don't have to do a lot of this during this time of the year, because I want to be relaxed and celebrate the holidays just like you. But I decided if I can get this uploaded, um, oh, and let me show you what I'm going to be uploading it on. Um, Christmas came early for me this year, guys, and my husband brought me my Christmas present early, and let me show you what he got me. Ta-da! It's a brand spanking new computer. This is my editing computer that I use to edit all my videos. If I put you back here, there we go. It's a Mac. I'm a Mac user. Absolutely would be toast without a Macintosh at my fingertips. But that's what I use to edit all my videos. The one that I had been using is coming up on a decade old. So, and as you know, as soon as you buy electronics these days, the next day they're obsolete. Well, and when something's about 10 years old, it's slow. So I am super excited. I have more than 3 terabytes of space. For those of you who are geeks and understand all that, what that means is I've got a lot more space than what I've ever had. I'm going to be doing some real exciting things in the fall. I've always wanted to develop long, more in-depth classes, more than more in depth than what I have on my YouTube channel. And this is going to enable me to offer some special classes for purchase on my site that will be ad-free, commercial-free, and something that you can always access online. So stay tuned. That's something that I am getting ready to roll up my sleeves and get very busy on. I know sometimes if you're trying to learn how to crochet or knit, and you really have millions of videos available to you on YouTube, and you've got to be almost a genius to figure out, well, which one do I do next, and what's the next best step? And since there are so many to choose from, which are the good ones and which are the bad ones, and you're like, what do I do next? And I've even looked online, looking at some knit things to understand that craft better, and I mean, there's just a wide gamut as to what's out there. So this would be a way for those of you who like my teaching style to just get an entire course ad-free. It'll be available for right-handers or left-handers. And just to let you all know who are left-handers, I can't do anything left-handed like you can, but I do have this magic of the flipped image in my editing of my videos, and that's how I kind of pull that one off. And I'm very happy to do that because I know you all have to already put up with a lot living in a right-handed world. But we've gotten a lot of comments here. Let's see, we got Vicky. I want to say hey to Vicky. Let's see who else. We have, wow, I'm going to mispronounce this name, but I'll just say a very nice person from India. Is it Hasina? Okay, Hasina. I saw the name. I couldn't pronounce that, but it looks like Hasina from India. Thank you for spending time and joining our channel all the way from so far away. So it looks like you all like my present. I'm just so blessed. Just getting back to the computer thing again. Really not expecting that from my guy. But he brought that down so that I could work on it. He's got to go back home after tomorrow to go back to work up in Maryland. But I'm still down here in South Carolina. For those of you who don't know, we're doing, kind of doing a tag team with Becky and me. We're just going back and forth, keeping an eye on Grandma, who's just a wonderful person in our lives and worthy of any kind of sacrifice that we need to do, for sure. And she's needing 24-hour care. And there really is no greater joy than to do that for somebody who's just taking care of all of us for so many years. So anyway, that's why we're going back and forth. We don't, my husband and I don't live apart on purpose. This is not our choice, but you know, until we can work out something a little more convenient for us, this is just what we're doing for now. So, and just to let you all know, and I know you've been praying for Mrs. Barker. Thank you so much for doing that. She's doing great. She's doing really well. A joy to serve, for sure. But anyway, let me see, who else do we have here? All right, I'm just going to go on. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to read through these later. There's so much good stuff to read in this live chat right now. I just want to read it all, but I know some of you have many things to do, and I don't want to take too much of your time. Well, this, getting back to the scarf, this is made of Nurturing Fibers yarn. It's available from the Good Loops company. It's 100% merino wool, and I really like it. It has really nice stitch definition. I don't know if you can see that. And the cable is not as hard as it looks, okay? I know it may look like rocket science to some of you, but I promise you that's not me. That's not it at all. It's really doable. I am working on the video. It will be released if I get my act together and get it done in time. I'm sometime after Christmas. So look for that when things slow down and you're taking your deep breaths and you're looking at the internet for all the online sales, which you know are going to happen after Christmas. They're just as good after Christmas as they are after Thanksgiving. I would even say better, because people are trying to clear out their inventory so they don't have to pay taxes on it. So look online. But I do have a link in the video description for the Good Loops yarn. It's the sock weight yarn. So if you do use that, just know it's an affiliate link. I benefit in a small way from that, but like all affiliate links, you don't pay any extra for using that. But do keep, you know, if you go to Facebook, you can follow Good Loops Yarns on Facebook if you're looking for specials. But check out the link and see what they have. And what I would recommend is 2 contrasting colors for that. I prefer working with the lighter colors. I think the lighter colors do show up the cables a little bit better. But you know, if you see something there that you like, you know, I would encourage you. You're going to need two scans. Each of them have a little over 300 yards in it. I don't know the exact amount. You can find that out in the on the link there, and all that information will be in the videos that'll be forthcoming. Those of you looking for a quick shrug, the what I'm calling the Easy Beginners Flowy Shrug is available on this channel right here, and I hope you're finding that an easy project. Please send me pictures when you're done. If those of you who have a chance to work that project, if you send it to my Facebook page again, I would love to see what you're doing. Would love your feedback. If you like more projects like this, if you had problems with the project, please let me know. I'm all ears. I want to grow and learn as a designer to know what you like and what you don't like. Okay. Last week I mentioned that January is bringing the project that I've been talking a lot about. This is the My First Crochet Sweater project, and the tagline for this is, just because it's your first sweater, it doesn't have to look like it's your first crochet sweater. And this is the sweater. It's made of very soft yarn. I am actually using yarn that is very reasonably priced. This is a combination of, I think it's a blend of wool, I know it's alpaca, and some Donegal, which are the little specks there. Of course, you can use anything that any yarn that you prefer. I did use a DK weight yarn for this, and the really fun part about this is there are only 2 seams in this entire sweater, and both of them are just the side seams, and that's it. Everything else you're crocheting around, like the arms are crocheted in around, The neck is crocheted in around, um, and the edging at the bottom. I prefer to not do the body part in the round because I think it's easier to just go back and forth, and you can easily measure this to your favorite sweater that you may already have. You can just use that distance. I just tried to make this sweater as easy as possible, and you can use it for a girl sweater or a guy sweater. It's interchangeable. It really doesn't matter. And there's just going to be a couple little tweaks to the bottom. See the bottom part here, the ribbing. I'm going to have the ribbing be designed to be looser for the women, for the hips, because we want to look like a lady when we wear our sweaters. And if you're making it for a guy, the ribbing will just be tighter, so it'll be more likely for a guy. And you want it to be able to shape to you for a girl. And I used the wattle stitch in this. I know this is a review from last week, but the wattle stitch is, let me show you. The wattle stitch is very flexible, and it does have a good bit of ease built into the design. So I wanted to make this as easy as possible. So I'm suggesting that if you are an absolute beginner, this might be a little hard for you. I mean, when I mean absolute beginner, if you have a hard time finding the next stitch, where the next stitch should go, I would pass on this. But if you're a confident beginner, and what I mean by confident beginner is if you can crochet a scarf, let's say 16 stitches across, for example, excuse me. And if you can crochet those 16 stitches back and forth and it looks straight, and you know how to do that without adding stitches or skipping stitches unintentionally, I think you can do this project. Okay, so and if your stitches are reasonably even, I'm not saying perfectly even, mine aren't perfectly even, nobody's is, but reasonably even, I think this project is something that you can attempt. So be looking for this in January. I'm going to try to make it early January. So this will be the main thing on my channel for January. And February is going to be the colorful cables crochet along, and that's going to take the whole month of February. But I think you're going to really like this one. I'm really excited about this. I am almost done. I've used 9 of the 10 colors in this project. It's the most colorful Afghan I've ever made in my entire life, and it's just kind of fun. My mother-in-law is watching me, from her chair as I work on this, and she just a number of times have said, "Wow, that is really pretty," and that is a real blessing to me that she's liking that. And I don't say that to boast or anything, but just to say this is going to be a fun project coming up in February. So I just wanted to kind of let you know that I have some really fun projects lined up when the snow hits the ground and you can't go anywhere. We got you covered. We've got some things for you. And this is going to be a good project. Again, if you're a confident beginner and above, I think you're going to like this project. It has over 14 different stitches in it, which is fun. And the yarn for that, I have the link in the video description below. Just be on the lookout for sales. I'm using yarn from lovecrafts.com, and it's called their paint box yarn, and it comes in so many different colors. And what's really great about ordering from them is depending on the sale you get, it's very inexpensive. It's 100% acrylic. I have gone through more than gosh, I want to say, well, I've gone through at least 9 colors now, which is approximately 18 scans of yarn. And I did not find even one knot in this yarn. I mean, the quality control of this yarn is very high. I've never washed this yarn yet, but people who have over the years used their yarn a lot more than me have said that it washes beautifully, so I'm just going to take their word for it. So anyway, I'm really excited about that project, and as soon as it comes up and the videos are ready, again, look for early February. You're going to be the first to know about it, and you'll get to see lots of fun stuff. Anyway, well, the equipment is going by the house now, so I'm taking that as maybe I need to sign off before it gets any louder. The house is starting to vibrate a little bit. So anyway, love you all. I just cannot tell you how much fun this has been with the live thing. And let me see, there's one message that just came in. Let me check this out. Okay, that was just my daughter answering a question. But okay, the machine is coming, so I better go. You all take care, and don't overdo it now on those holidays, okay? Take time to enjoy the reason for this season. Remember what we're celebrating, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.